it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I have a huge collection of My Hero Academia Funko Pops. So I'm super excited to share all of these with you. This is not probably all of them I will get, and I doubt it's all of them that I have. I really need to get my stuff together, but I tried to get as many of them as I could together to open with you on camera because I know you guys love all of these unboxings and seeing these collections and things. So I'll probably do a separate video on just my All Might Pops because, I mean, All Might, but here are the rest of the characters. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna scoot up a little bit closer to do this for you because I didn't even have enough room to stack all these before I ran out of camera room. So look, you can't even see me. I'm over here. I'm over here. Anyway, guys. Okay, this is probably my most damaged box, but it's not a big deal for me because I don't save the boxes. The only thing I do is sometimes make a bookmark out of this side of it, which is literally just cut it out and then use it as a bookmark. But here is Mei Hatsume. She's a Hot Topic exclusive, and of course she's from My Hero Academia. She's number 681. There's lots of different My Hero Academia pops, you guys. And a lot of them are really hard to come by these days. There is a new season that's supposed to be coming out this summer. I can't wait. I hope we get new characters and new toys. Unfortunately, there aren't a whole lot of toys of these characters. I know McFarlane Toys has released some action figures, but they are rather pricey. Unfortunately, the Funko Pops have been really pricey too. Some of them go for $25 or higher now. I've seen Pops that are $350, and they're actually selling at these prices, which is insane. I don't usually spend more than $10 or $12 on a pop because it doesn't do anything, but that is just me. All right, so I'm gonna get May open for you guys. Again, she's number 681. This is a Funko Pop, so it's not sealed. You can just open up the box and then slide the tray out. Oh, she's so cool. Now, I do have a mechanical engineering background, so the inventor of all the superhero gadgets, it intrigues me. Anyway, guys, I love May. She's totally crazy. 100% crazy character, but you can't help but love her. She's got several of her babies on, which are what she calls all of her little inventions here that she has. She's part of the support class, as I told you guys, so she creates all this really neat stuff for people. Now, this does have a spinnable joint in the head, and that is really kind of all you get there. All right, we've got an Izuku Midoriya. This is number 603. It is Izuku in his full costume. I guess it's supposed to be like a creepy bunny cat thing. It reminds me a little bit of Cheshire Cat. It's supposed to be based on the design of All Might. I don't think it looks very much like All Might, but you know, he was a kid, I guess, so I don't know what to tell you on that. There are Izuku ones that I like better. For example, there's one of Izuku in the All Might onesie, and it is my all-time favorite Izuku pop. I've been trying to find it. Unfortunately, it came in a GameStop exclusive box, one of those bigger boxes that came with that pop, another pop, I think a pop pen, possibly also a pin, some other stuff, and it was, you know, a $25, $35 box, whatever it was when it came out. It was a GameStop exclusive box, but I think that's the only place you could get that pop. So now they sell that pop for hundreds of dollars because people are insane. So I do not have the pop. I will probably not ever get that pop because it's so expensive. But if I ever find it for a reasonable price, like no more than, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 bucks, I'll definitely pick it up. I wish I had bought the box when they had it at GameStop. Unfortunately, I missed it. Oh well. Okay, guys, here's the Izuku. I'm gonna get him open. There are so many versions of both Izuku and of All Might. I don't even know how many, so it's pretty crazy. And then All Might does have two forms, and then of course there's Izuku in and out of his costume. There's Izuku in part of his costume where part of it is damaged off. I mean, all kind of stuff. But here is his full costume, and he is in sort of a fighting pose here where he's going to launch a punch, it looks like. This smile is pretty creepy, but he does have this full spin of the head, 360 degrees. So there is that. He does not stand very well because... Is there a stand in here? Oh, thank goodness. There is a stand in this one, and I missed it. But now he will stand up. I kind of wish May had a stand. You know what? I bet you she does. I see a thing on her. Guys, sometimes I forget about the Funko stands. Never fear! May does have a stand. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny because I actually found out that this pop was released because I was looking up a pop of Mei from Overwatch. Okay, we have Todoroki. This is our Ice and Fire kid. This one is $3.72. This guy is half ice and half fire, which is really cool how they did this in the Funko Pop. So I'm gonna get him open for you guys. He does have a stand as well. Goes in his left foot, in the heel of it. Y'all, this is gorgeous. He's got all this semi-transparent fire and ice on him. So these are like actual little icicles that it seems are all over him, and then little bits of flame that are all through his hair and on his clothing and his shoes, his arm. This is so cool. This is one of my favorite pops that they made. It's really neat that he's got all of this kind of just coming out of him. I mean, you don't look at this character and not realize, wow, I'm looking at either a superhero or supervillain pop. Superhero in his case, at least for now in the show. I have no idea if anyone will flop sides, but this is actually the son of the number 2 hero. And he is so cool, you guys! I mean, he's cool and he's hot. You see what I'm saying? Because the ice and the fire. It was bad. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. We've got Mina Ashido. This is one of the newer pops that was released. It's number 790. There is a GameStop exclusive of this that is metallic. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up yet or not. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find them at the GameStop near me yet, so I don't have to make that decision just yet. But I was able to pick up this one at regular Funko selling places. And good news is her base is built in, so she doesn't have a stand because she's got this slime stuff. So Mina's power is that she can create this slime type stuff that she can use. So this is really neat that they've got all the slime in it. I love when they put the semi-transparent things in, and especially like you look at her and you're like, wow, that's a superhero. It's so, so neat when they do that with the characters. So like, even if you had never seen this show, you know this is some kind of superhero type show, and it is definitely intriguing. It also looks gorgeous. I mean, this is her general outfit that she wears, her little hero costume that she designed for herself. And she looks a little bit more monstrous than some of the more humanoid characters. So Todoroki looks more human when he doesn't have his flames and ice going on. But she, you know, was born as this more monstrous thing, and then she's got this slime. I think she's supposed to be something maybe more like a caterpillar or something, and she's got the slime. I don't know what she's supposed to look like, but I think it's super cool. All right, this is an all-for-one pop. This is actually one of the villains. This is number 609. So we will get him open. This one does not have a stand, but I guess his feet are big enough. Move some of this trash out of the way, sorry. Okay, so here is All for One. He looks pretty menacing. There is, I think, a pop of him where he does not have his mask on, and it is super creepy looking. His face is pretty scary, you guys. I didn't want that particularly creepy one, so I just grabbed this one. He does also have like this giant arm in one. I think it's the one with his face showing, or there might be 3 different versions, but I think there's just the 2, and his face is showing a super creepy face, and then this big old arm that he's got. Super gross and creepy, you guys. But there he is. He does stand pretty well on those feet, so that's nice. All right, we've got Best Genist. This guy's power is like to shoot threads out of his hands so he can create clothing and whatnot. He's kind of wearing this like extra thing of jeans over his face. It's his signature costume. So that's pretty cool. This is one of the newer ones as well. It's number 786, and this just recently released, you guys. I'm super excited about it. And he does actually have his power showing too, so that is super awesome. I'll show you guys in just a second here. He does have a stand. Oops, just dropped him right out of the box. This one goes in on his right foot, actually, instead of the left. It does not stay on very well, so there's that. Some of them you can put the stand on and then it sort of holds on, but I don't know how well this is going to work out. What's interesting, too, is it looks like he's got little X's on the top of his shoes. Okay, I'm taking the stand off because it keeps falling off. This is a terribly made stand. Okay. Turn his head some so you can see the X's on his shoes. Come on. Focus. All right, see the X's on his shoes? I don't know why it has that. I guess that's just part of his character design. I never noticed it inside the show. But another great thing is if you look at his face here, so he's got the belt buckle in front, and look, the pockets are in the back, you guys. That is so funny. Also, if you look at his hands and fingers right now, he's manipulating all of these threads, so his power is being used right now. It looks a little bit like he's either using a power or playing that Cat's Cradle game. Now, some of you might have played this as a kid. I played this as a kid. You put a loop of string around the pinky and thumb fingers, and then you can start making little designs and Eiffel Towers and swapping it back and forth between each other. Anyway, super fun game, but here he is. Best Genus. Look at that hair. That is just fantastic. He has great hair. All right, this is a relatively rare one. So this is number 606. It's Ijiro Kirishima. I actually didn't know his first name before I bought this pop. I don't know that they really call him by his first name very often. Most of the time they just call him Kirishima. He is not particularly a bad guy. The main character often fights with another character, and this character is friends with him. Now, both characters are hero characters, and they are competing to be the best hero, so they really shouldn't fight between each other. Neither character is particularly a bad character. They're both heroes. I don't know, but let's get Kirishima open. He is number 606. This is so cool. Look at this spiky hair that he's got. So awesome. He definitely looks like he could be an evil character, but he's a good kid. He's got a good heart, and he's, of course, is one of the heroes on the team, so we will set him up. All right, this is Kuro Geary. This is one of the villains. He's number 789, but I really like him because he is made of this purple fog stuff, and his ability is to transport himself, so he kind of goes up in smoke, literally, and then disappears, so it's pretty cool. He can travel that way. He does have a stand as well. Oh man, y'all, this is such a cool one. All right, it goes in the bottom of his right foot, and the stand is much better. Oh, look at this. This is gorgeous. I mean, his head looks like one of those Go-Go's or Crazy Bones, like a metallic one. It's so neat. And then it kind of goes into a transparent look here. So he goes from being a solid figure to being this smoke-like figure, and then can disappear, or not disappear per se. I mean, he goes to another place, but it's super cool, you guys. I love how it's made, and it definitely, again, looks like a hero pop, or hero or villain pop when you see it. So that's pretty neat. All right, guys. This is Fumikaji Tokiami. Now, I love Tokiami. I feel bad for him because it had to be weird growing up with a crow's head, but his power, I guess, is called Dark Shadow, which is this other little, like, bird thing that comes out of him and is a shadow form of it, but it can also attack for him, and it's really strong. So that's what this is. He is number 607, and I'll get him out, and you'll be able to see Dark Shadow in this pop as well. You can see it kind of coming out here. This is Dark Shadow. He does get bigger than this and get the rest of his body, but he's kind of just summoning Dark Shadow right now, which is really cool. I mean, he basically summons a sidekick to fight for him. It's pretty awesome. I was kind of thinking that Dark Shadow might be more see-through, but he's rather solid, and he's kind of a black with purple lines through it. I don't want to say checkers because it's not quite evenly checkered on here. Let it kind of focus here. So it's an interesting texture detail here. Come on, there we go, got it to focus. But here's the rest of him. It's still a really gorgeous pop, and having all that extra purple in it definitely makes Dark Shadow pop because, I mean, he's got this bird head and then he's got this big cape, so he's mostly a black pop, and then he creates this blackish purple shadow. So I'm glad they went with more purple on that, so you can definitely see that that is Dark Shadow on the side here and not just another part of his body. So that's nice to see from a distance. And despite this character looking like a villain, he is actually one of the heroes, so a good thing, too. We probably need him on our side. He's pretty scary. All right. We have some more villains. This is number 784. It's Tomura Sugarrami, and this is one of my favorite ones that they made as a Funko Pop. Now, I do kind of want the action figure of this because action figures are just a better bet over Funkos any day, But what's really fun about this is the most elaborate part of his costume is his face. He's got all of these hands that go all over him, but the main thing is this big hand that's in the front of his face, and there's one that goes over his head as well. Now, while he does have hands on the rest of his body, those are the biggest aspects of him, but because a Funko Pop is designed with a large head, you really see those aspects come to life. So this pop looks so cool. It's definitely one that they needed to make as a pop, and I was so excited when it came out. It's one of the newer ones. So excited. Okay, so we got to get this open. I'm gonna show you the box real quick because I have to. Okay, let's get it open. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. I have been waiting too long for this. Oh, okay, this is interesting, you guys. This figure does have a hole in the bottom of his suit, but his stand is actually in the middle back instead of in the bottom because of the way his feet had to be held. So that's kind of interesting. Most of the time the pop stands are in the bottom, but you do put this stand on the bottom of his right foot. Oh, man! This looks so cool. You can even see one of his pop eyes hiding behind here. This is amazing. You can see these other arms that I told you about there around his arms, which is kind of cool. But I mean, the big part is these weird wired hands that are all over his face. Oh, it's so cool and it's so creepy, and I just love it. Now, this is a villain character. This is one of the main villains in the entire series so far. So he's a bad guy, but his hair is so pretty, and I just love these hands. It's so creepy, but not in a gross, freaky way. It's just creepy enough to be fun. So I really love his character design. That is so cool. He looks amazing as a pop, you guys. He does also have some laces that are painted in there, and you can see some textured X laces there, and then there's some texture on his coat. He's got the collar and the buttons and things like that. He's wearing one of those, you know, tuxedo coat type things. You can even see this little belt that comes around it. So I mean, there's definitely a lot of detail. Funko doesn't shy on the details, and it looks so gorgeous. Okay, here's another villain. This is Himikatoga. It's number 787. She is this super cute little schoolgirl who looks all sweet and innocent, but is actually super violent, you guys. Her ability, I don't want to give anything away about her ability, and you don't really see her ability until a couple episodes in of seeing her, so I'm not actually going to tell you what her ability is right now. I don't want to have any spoilers, so no spoilers in this, but she does have some effects for her ability, and I will mention them in the pop without telling you what it is. Okay. She does have a stand. It looks like most of the characters in this set had a stand. So her stand goes on the bottom of her right foot. And this device that is wrapped around her back here and in her hand, that is something that she uses to help enhance her ability. You will understand when you see that episode in the show. Now, just to be clear, this is a violent show. It is not for younger children. It might be kind of scary as well. I don't remember what it's rated, probably at least TV 14, because of all the violence and whatnot in it, but I do love that it was a show about superheroes. Everybody had a fun character design. Everybody had a different, what they call quirk, which is a power. And it was just super neat to see all of that. Plus, the merchandise that comes out on all these toys are so cool. Alright, so here is Himikatoga. Again, adorable schoolgirl, except it's a little creepier when she does put this mask on, and it's got, I don't know, like these weird hoses in the front of it. Guys, I have no idea. This has nothing to do with Corona, but she wears this mask when she's, you know, being a not very nice human being. I'm going to show you all these little details all over her, and the mask actually does go, you know, all the way around the back of her head. She doesn't always wear the mask. Sometimes she just looks like a cheerful, happy little schoolgirl, and it's pretty funny. The other villains don't take her seriously until they see her do her thing, and then they're like, oh my goodness, watch out. So I think she's fun. I love her hair sticking out in all these different angles. Row of villains. The good news is our heroes outnumber them. So here's my villains I got, these four. And then we've got a row of heroes. So then here's my row of hero pops. And of course I do have some All Might pops, which I will show you in another video. Let me know what you guys thought of all of these pops down in the comments below. Of course, if you have not subscribed yet, please do take a moment to hit that red subscribe button down below as well. Then of course, hit that thumbs up button to leave a like, share this video with your friends and family, go check out my channel for plenty of other toy reviews, and until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.